What is up, people? It is me, Monster58. Welcome back to another episode of Armored Core 6, Fires of Rubicon. In the previous part, we ended up doing more of the arena. Had a lot of trouble with V5 Hawkins, of all things, because I was stubborn. And then we ended up starting off Chapter 3. We started off with a bang, because we ended up surveying the ice field at request of Balaam to steal Arquebus's data, ended up attacking Arquebus, and then ended up getting attacked by the PCA, and then they deployed their suppression fleet, which also V4 Rusty hates, and all of the corporations seem to hate, and including the Liberation Front seems to hate. So everyone hates the PCA right now. So that's sort of like the breakdown and the very, like, you know, the cliff notes and the spark notes, right, of everything that's been happening. So we got a lot of jobs going into Chapter 3, so without further ado, let's go ahead and do them. So first things first, let's do the one that Air wants us to do, which is tunnel sabotage. I believe this is the one that Air wants us to do.
Got a job for you, 621. The Balaam Group sent us a request.
Attention, Gun 13 Raven. This request comes from our affiliate, Dafeng. We will be conducting a diversionary operation to attract the PCA's attention. You are to report to the Engebret Tunnel in the Central Ice Field. It's a derelict watch point, slated for restoration by the PCA in the near future. Infiltrate the tunnel, then find and destroy the sensor they're planning to repair. The objective is to distract the PCA and divert forces from their local base. Briefing over. Counting on you, Gun 13.
Well, I got that wrong, but at the end of the day, let's go ahead and do it. Taking a look at the AC data, trying to see. Yeah, probably the regular one, the Genesis. I think we're good to go. So without further ado, let's hop right into it.
I don't think Dafeng appreciates your true value. I'll talk to them.
I think the one thing that we can definitely see from this, though, is that everyone hates the PCA. Like I said at the beginning of the episode, everyone hates the PCA.
Commence mission. Destroy the old sensor at the end of the underground tunnel. This place may be derelict, but it won't be left undefended. Keep your guard up, 621.
You can see we're getting into more cave systems. What do you mean, why?
There's a faint coral response coming from the bottom. It must be linked to an underground.
Gun 13, come in, Raven. PCA ground forces are headed your way earlier than planned. Make sure they stay busy. You know what to do. Over and out.
You heard him, 621. Destroy the target and get out of there.
Yep. Alright, we'll keep it going here. This is a cool area. The caves are really neat.
That's the target. It's protected by a basic shield. Just hit it from the inside. Target destroyed. Mission accomplished. The coral surge. That shouldn't have been enough to... Don't touch the coral current. Your armor can't take it.
Gun 13 Raven, what's going on? Where's that trip? Report your status.
We can answer that later. Get out now, 621.
Gotta make our way out. We're getting wrecked by coral.
Code 313. What's the system verdict?
How exactly? You're almost too straight up. The coral's coming.
621, don't fall behind.
Ugh! Jesus!
You made it. Somehow.
I guess so. But yeah, as you can see, we triggered a massive coral explosion, which indicates how much coral actually exists here. So...
One new message.
Attention, Gun 13 Raven! I have a message for you from Commander Michigan, following your success at the Angerbred Tunnel. Sounds like you stared death in the face when all that coral came rushing up. That's one way to light a fire under your ass. Keep it alive for the next field trip. Over and out!
That's certainly a way to be endearing towards your subordinates, but whatever. So yeah, that was definitely an adrenaline rush of trying to get out of there as fast as possible while your AC is getting destroyed. But let's continue. I think, yeah, let's do this one. I actually think this is the one that Air wants us to do. This is the one I completely forgot about.
We've received a job from the Rubicon Liberation Front. Let's take a look at the request.
Raven, we have a mission we'd like to offer you. The Rubicon Liberation Front is planning to retake the wall from Archibus. And would like you to lay the groundwork for us. Your objective is to assassinate V7 Swinburne, the commander of the occupying force. Swinburne has dispatched surveillance squads to monitor for intruders and hired operatives. If our plan to retake the wall is to succeed, you must not be spotted. We're counting on you to handle this discreetly.
Alright, now this is pretty much our only true stealth mission in the entire game, and this one can get pretty annoying, but having something that moves fast, it's quick, is pretty much your key to success. You'll have a window where you're able to destroy anything that is about to take a picture of you, and you'll see what I mean. But I think for this mission, perfect one is our lightweight. So without further ado, I need to rename it to, I know it's named Genesis, I need to rename it to something that's not Genesis. But without further ado, folks, let's hop into it, and we'll explain as we go along.
In order to ambush and eliminate the target undetected, you'll need to adopt a different style of fighting.
They are not wrong. One of your best friends here is your scanner. That's definitely one of your best friends here. Definitely make use of that. Pinpointing where enemies are at. Extremely, extremely helpful.
Main system activating combat mode.
Commence mission. I've estimated the target's position based on the data we received. Sending results now. Watch out for the surveillance MTs. If they get a read on you, this operation is over. If you pick up a capture camera tracking you, take cover or quickly destroy it.
Yep, so that's what she's saying. So you see these drones up here, these will also take pictures of you and point you out. So you want to try and take these guys out as well. So we're going to do, I like to fall down here, and I actually like to hang out right over here for the time being. So first things first, let's scan. I think there's a guy up here. Get rid of that guy. Yep, we're good. So we got an enemy right over here. He's trying to get up here. Alright. Where is he going? He's still around the corner, so there's a few right here, so you want to be careful. Trying to get rid of those drones actually. Let's see if we can. So I'm gonna fly up here. We're just gonna do one of these. This should kill it. So he's gonna, so he's right around, so shoot. Need to move around. Get rid of that guy. Alright. Goodness. Alright. You just have to destroy them quickly like that before they can actually take a picture of you. Luckily, they're not just radioing. So, we're still okay. So, what I'll do here is we'll move around this way. And I kind of like to move... Okay, so we got one right over there. And I'll just do this. This should kill it. Or not. Get rid of that guy again. Okay, that's alright. Then, I don't think there's anything quite right here, so we'll jump over here. These legs are really helpful. The reverse joint AC legs can be extremely helpful in these situations.
There's a lot of surveillance and tease.
Get rid of that guy. Okay. This is a very... It's cool. It's a nice change of pace from everything that we've experienced so far. Okay, so nothing here. So there's some guys over here. Try and get rid of them. There's two right here, which is the scary part.
Raven, surveillance and tease.
Get rid of that guy. Okay. This guy's gonna come around the corner, so... Get rid of there. Yeah, we'll get rid of this thing too. Yep, that's dead. And I believe there's someone around the corner. Alright, get rid of those guys. Yep. I don't know why I didn't detect behind the wall, but I think we're okay. I'm gonna move up here. And this is where you need to head. You need to head this way. This is probably the best place you can head. Alright, that guy's dead. Alright, now keep moving this way. There's really nothing here that will be able to scare you. Yeah, there's one right over there, but as long as you make it around, so go around this way. This is what I recommend doing. See your...
No sign of the target, it seems. Perhaps he's out on night watch. Raven, look over there. I've detected an AC in combat mode. That must be Swinburne, the target.
All these flawless ruffians. They never learn, do they? This isn't how the Liberation Front builds their ACs.
Target confirmed. It's Swinburne, the Vesper's number 7. This is our opportunity for an ambush. Let's go.
Alrighty, and that's the...
See, Bailiff. Tired old concern falling further and further behind. Have you all sent for re-education? Yes.
What do you think you're doing out here? Wait! No, why? Another ambusher?
AP active. At 30%.
I don't know who led you up to this, but clearly you need to be disciplined. No. Prince Swinburne, I can't lose. What? Let's not do anything hasty. You realize I lead the Vesper 7 squad, which means I hold the purse strings. Every single transaction goes through me. Let me go, and you'll still come out on top. Understand?
1 repair kit remaining.
No, we're gonna refuse.
Don't you have any manners? You need discipline!
At 30%.
You've got skills. Right, no, please!
Confirmed. Target destroyed. Let's go home, Raven.
So that route that I took is generally the route I like to take. You can obviously take other ones, but to me that's the most sort of efficient way, because if you go through like the center, you're just going to be running into a lot of those MTs, and obviously you don't want to run into a lot of those MTs and risk yourself getting, taken a picture of and then ruin the mission entirely. So I like to do that. Make sure, also one of the missile launchers I think that is useful are the ones where they can go around buildings or structures and then they aim right like a V, right? They go out and then they bend in like a V. Recommend those as well if you want to help take out enemies easier than I did. But I just like using the lightweight because you can move quickly. You're meant for close range. So as soon as they walk up to you, you can just melee them and get rid of them. Got some new parts. Got some new legs. Very nice.
One new message.
Raven, you have our gratitude for eliminating Swinburne. Some of us were worried that the enemy might have won you over. But it seems we can trust you after all. Glad to be on the same side.
Yep, after killing Little Zai, it's one of those things where you genuinely feel bad. But let's take a look at the legs. The legs are pretty cool. I like them. They're decently, they're sort of in the middle. They're middleweight legs. I like them. I might end up putting them on my, on the Genesis. So that's pretty cool. But yeah, as you can see, we got rid of one of the Vespers. We got rid of Swinburne. I think he was the last one for rank E, if I remember correctly, right? So if we go here, he's the last one for rank E, wasn't he? Yeah, he was. So one of the Vespers is down, so don't have to worry about that. Get rid of something from the corpse because they're just as greedy as everyone else is, and the RLF, they just want to, protect their people. So the last mission of the day: attack the refueling base.
Hey, buddy. This job comes from Schneider of the Arquebus Group. Here's the rundown. They want you to attack the Jorgen refueling base, a PCA foothold on Rubicon. The target is the energy refinery plant deep inside. Take that out and, well, it ought to slow down their suppression fleet at least. Until recently, Jorgen was one of Balam's Coral survey bases. It only took a day for the PCA suppression fleet to commandeer the base. You'll also find a number of fuel storage tanks that I've marked as pay targets. I want you to be a walking advertisement for opportunities in destruction.
Alrighty, with this, I'm trying to think of which of the ACs that we have would probably be best for this. Honestly, I'm trying to think if the lightweight would be good for. I think it'd be fine, but I would like to use the pile bunker one, so I think we'll do this one. All right, I think we're solid. I would like a new missile launcher, but there isn't any other new missile launcher that I would justify putting on this guy's back that isn't the one I currently have. But I'm trying to think and make sure that. Could do this one, but thinking of also maybe we can go in, because the one thing about this I don't like, it doesn't have multiple lock, so maybe putting this on would not be bad at all. Thinking of putting this. Maybe we can try this for the time being. We'll go to AC data. Maybe we can save this. Yeah, I think that might be better. Alright, so now it is time for Arquebus for us to essentially attack the PCA, and so this is where we'll end the episode today. This is a pretty hefty mission, so good place to end, I think. So everyone get ready, let's head and sortie.
A walking advertisement. You're not their mascot, 621. Just focus on getting the job done.
System activating combat mode.
Commence mission. Take out the PCA forces
Expected corporate hire. Single AC.
Terminate immediately.
Getting rid of these guys. There's a turret behind us.
There will be bonuses for destroying the fuel storage tanks along the way. We should do our best.
Yep, I agree with Air. If you guys want... Ow. If you guys like Gundam, one thing I'll compare any MT to is essentially think of them like Zaku's from Gundam. Essentially the same idea. Now, they're not exactly like Zaku's, but they're very, you know, they have the same vibe. We'll actually do this.
Fuel storage. There should be more. Let's earn some extra credits while we can.
Alright, got rid of those fuel storage tanks. Keep it moving, though.
Code 5, unaffiliated AC. Moving to terminate.
Look at that guy. With all those. Not bad at all.
You see that, 621? That dome's your refinery plant. I've updated your marker data. Head for the target.
Code 5, unknown AC.
Must be out of the plant. Contain the situation. Terminate it.
Looks like an independent mercenary of some place.
Intercept.
Got rid of those. These drones are really annoying. Yeah, we gotta get to that dome. Now keep in mind this is something we're doing for Arquebus.
Where's the Vanguard? Handle it!
This is something we're doing for Arquebus, but at the end of the day, this also feels really liberating because PCA, yeah, suck my pee-pee.
Collect any corporate data you can find. The system...
Wait. Code 1-5.
It's that AC. Terminate it.
Look at this. Oh, come on. Alright, let's keep it moving. Alright, we'll destroy these. Nice. A lot of extra credits there. And when you get better at this mission, you can obviously do it way quicker, and then you can just get a lot of credits. Nice. Alright, we'll cover our energy here for a second. That. Oh, come on. Go up. Alright, got a resupply. You can kind of tell what's coming here. Our resupply is good. That's why I wasn't too worried about damage, but keep it moving here.
That's the refinery plant. 2 and 621.
Code 5. Hostile AC sighted.
Requesting backup from the system. Code 7-8.
Yeah, rid of those stupid, like, mortar missiles. Alright, nice. I think that's all of those. It's time for us to go into the dome. Gotta destroy the thing. Boom, boom. Easy.
Target destroyed. Our work here is done, 621.
Raven, I'm picking up something in the stratosphere. It's approaching fast.
Code 2-3, attending scene. Lock point report checked out. Raven. Priority subject for termination. High on the list.
I've identified PCA SP, Special Forces. Take chances. 621. Eliminate them.
Alright, these guys are tough. These guys can be pretty tough.
PCA SP machines. Executions for priority targets. Piloted by the PCA's agents. Focus on one at a time, 621. Don't let them continue.
Alright, got the melee one out of the way.
Code 3 with Charlie. Lieutenant is down. Roger. Proceeding as planned.
Stay focused.
Alright. I like to get rid of the melee one, because that one can give you the most trouble in my opinion, compared to the one that shoots you like this. Oh, so close. Nice. Alrighty. My best tip, like I said, take out the melee one.
CSP craft destroyed.
I'm sure our paymasters planned for that too. They got their walking advertisement, all right.
Like I said, get rid of the melee one first, because that one can give you the most trouble, because it's got this melee move where it can essentially like stab you and then bring you up in the middle of the air and then slam you back down. I like to get rid of that guy first, and then once you're done with that guy, getting rid of the one that shoots you from a distance, that one. And make sure you take advantage of like his like cooldowns and stuff like that. As you can see, he has a big open window when after he shoots.
How's it going, Walter?
Hard to say. 621's still performing well, but I doubt the voices have gone away. At any rate, whatever the voices are doesn't seem to be doing any harm. For now.
I was asking about you, Walter. But whatever. Bigger things. The coral. You'd better find it. Turns out, our friend's fears were warranted. Don't spend too long dealing with the PCA, Walter. Clock's ticking.
Two new messages.
Archivist Group Mercenary Liaison, V8 Pater here. Impressive work on the refueling base assault. V4 has left me a message addressed to you, if I may. I knew you could do it, buddy. I've got my eye on you. That is all. We at the Archivist Group expect much from you.
Registration number RB23. Call sign, Raven. Your records have been updated. C-rank virtual encounters are now available in the arena. We invite you to further hone your technique.
Alrighty folks, with us continuing through Chapter 3, getting a lot done, really helping to just stop the PCA, or at least slow them down a bit with from Balaam to Archivist to Air and the Rubicon Liberation Front. With the Rubicon Liberation Front, we also obviously helped out them and got rid of someone from Archivist, got rid of one of the Vespers, but we did a lot to sort of slow down everybody else, and that is obviously helpful for us. We also found out a lot about, the coral and how this is where, we're anticipating the coral convergence, so, there's a lot of coral here in the ice fields. There's just a lot that we're fighting over, from the PCA to Archivist to Balaam to us to the Liberation Front. There's just a lot of moving parts. And so now we're finding out more about how Walter and Carla have this relationship where they have friends and they're probably friends, We have yet to see how this relationship develops, but I think it is something to look forward to. So next time on Armored Core 6, Fires of Rubicon, will we be continuing to do our arena? We'll start off with doing the arena as we usually do, and then we will get right into more of Chapter 3 missions. So hope you guys look forward to that. And also expect me to tweak to make maybe a couple more ACs or maybe one or two more, something like that. Just essentially tweak builds, get them ready and rolling for these next few chapters that we got going for us. And so, yeah, I think that's about it. So I hope you guys look forward to that. So I thank you guys so much for taking the time to watch this video. Please like, comment, rate, and subscribe, and share this video with your friends. Also follow me on the socials. Those will be linked in the description below. And with that, guys, once again, thank you so much for taking the time to watch this episode, and I'll catch you on the next one. Hope you guys have a wonderful day. Peace.
High ambitions and the right mind can take you so far. It's like you lived a few lifetimes. Take off from a break off from the weak minds. They can stay soft. You can change lives.